Hey there friends, this is Grace and welcome to my channel, and as promised, here is a look of all of the 10 layouts that I created for that Creating with Sketches video hop that I participated. It started in the beginning of the year, and we showed the layouts the first day of every month, and there were 10 layouts or 10 sketches that we were to follow, and so there's 10 months. I just wanted to show you really quick that I did put mine because it is a class. It has multiple variations of one sketch, and it was a very, I think, fully, like, it was a loaded bundle. So I printed them off and I put them in a binder, and I did organize them by the number of the sketch. Now, in January, we started with the first layout, double page layout, and then in February we started doing the single page layouts, and then went back to the double page. So this is my layout in January, and it's based off of the sketch. Unfortunately, I can't show you the sketch because it is a paid content from Scrapbook Generation, but the link will be in the description box below if you're ever interested in it. I did modify mine to fit my pictures. The sketch had the photos over here a little bit smaller, and so I modified them a little bit. I kind of overlapped them to fit, but I like how they worked really well with my 4x6 photos. Of course, I had to trim down the photos on the left to make sure that it fits the square or the smaller parameters of the sketch, but I was able to keep the right side photos as a 4x6. So I really love how this worked out. And then the second one was again a single page layout, and with this one it had 3 photos, but then it had a adaptation or a choice where you can make it there's more photos, and so I did do mine 6 photos, but instead of making it square, I kept it a rectangle. These are all 3x4 photos. And what my favorite part of this layout were these lanterns. They were actually leftovers from a project that I created, and I punched out circles out of these, but then they created these like really cool inverted circles, and then it just looked like lanterns, and because I was talking about a Chinese restaurant, I thought that they would fit really well. And then this one was for March. Now again, this is a single page layout, but the great thing about this bundle is that if it's a single page, it'll give you some ideas to make it a double page, and then vice versa. There's a single double page and give you ideas for single page. So you really get a lot of different sketches for this bundle. Now this one, I used the adaptation or the choice where you can have a bunch of photos here in the middle of the left, and then photos on the right. Now I think there was just a solo photo on the right, solo photo on the sketch if I'm not mistaken, but I expanded mine to make 2. And my favorite part about here was trying to make the hearts. So as you can see, I punched out a heart, half of a heart in each of the strips, and then lifted it up with some foam adhesive to have that very subtle lifted heart design on the bottom. And if you're new here to my channel, or this is the first video that you've seen of this particular series, all of these layouts actually have their own separate process video, so make sure that you check that out. This is April, and the sketch had strips of paper, and it also had like a square. You can also make it a star. I made mine into a circle, and I added the strips in the back of this, and did a back to school photo. I did have a single photo, and I think I inverted the sketch so that the photo is on the bottom left if I'm not mistaken, and then I added stars, of course, to emphasize the theme. And then this one was May, and this one, the sketch had like flowers over on this side, but instead of flowers, I used banners and then circles and this is where I put my title, because the title did go over here, but because my photo, I wanted my main photo to be bigger, and there wasn't going to be any more room, and so I put my title over here. I think the title went over here somewhere, I can't remember, but I extended the title over on this side as well. This is June, and mine was kept simple. I just made sure that all my photos are in the middle, and then I added my titles on the top and the bottom. I was trying to add my own embellishments in this one, and so I had pulled out a PNG file of cherries and cut them out into different colors and then added them here. I was very happy that I had a sticker sheet that had some cherries as well, and so it worked really well with my title, or sorry, with my layout. And then this one was July, and this one, I think we moved now to doing double page layouts for this one, and this is one of my favorites as well, not only because making the layout was pretty easy for me, but I also, every time I look at these pictures, it remind me of the fun times that we had with this particular vacation, so I really like this. Now the sketch actually had a full 10 by 10 over here, so you can do an enlarged photo, but instead of doing an enlarged photo, I did mine for like a collage type of just putting photos together to make that space, to fill that space rather, and then my main photo will be on this side. And then that was July. This one's August, and this is a continuation of that trip to Universal. And this one I filled up all of the photos on this side and then had my main photo here. Now when I did this video, I actually haven't printed out my title yet, my journaling at that time, or I didn't add it yet, and so later on I added the journaling. And then this one was September, and this one was the most difficult for me as far as like following the sketch, because I actually had chosen the one with the arrows choice, but the arrows weren't looking really good, and then my photo placements or my photo sizes weren't working with the placement of the sketch, but I made do with what I had, and so this is the result of it. Am I super happy with it? Sure, it has the photos that I wanted to document, but as far as the design, this one was the hardest for me. And then the last one, October, this was really fun too, and fairly easy, I should say. I can't say like super easy, because it did take time to, punch out the circles and layer them, but it was really fun to create, because these circles was a great foundation to add little different things. Like I punched hearts in some, I stamped and then punched the circles and layered them on there, so that was pretty fun. And I used 6x6 papers over here, so it had smaller designs, and it worked really well with the overall sketch, or following the overall sketch that I had wanted. So those are my layouts from the Creating with Sketches blog hop throughout this year. I hope that you had enjoyed looking at not only my process video, but also the other ladies' videos, and you've been inspired to create your own. And if you had the bundle, that it would have helped you to pull it out and to make some layouts with it. If you have any questions, let me know in the description box below. If you like these kinds of videos, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. And I will be sharing I still have a series that I'm doing this year, which is that creating daily creative type of sketch, creative exercise. I know that's what I titled it. So make sure that you check that out, because that's still going. I'm hoping that I will be able to do it until the end of the year, and then maybe I will start a new series next year, or this is what I'm thinking for next year. I really enjoyed my A through Z series, so if you like that series and you want me to bring that back with like a new different prompt every time, make sure to let me know in the description box below as well, because I am already ruminating and thinking about what my next series will be next year. So until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye now.